What ideal partners or brands do you guys want to link up with or do business with?
We're really open. So far, we've been able to partner with Microsoft. That's been incredible
Okay.
for the tasting.
Wow.
Um, we've been able to partner with like with UVA, Capital One. So we've been in a great place. I've been able to partner, with
But
some great.
how does that, not to cut you off, so how does
No, no
that
problem.
work? Like I know a lot of like small business, they're having issues as far as getting to these big corporations. So how do you get to them?
And so it's a lot of different ways. And so I can't really speak on like how we've done it because it's been a lot of like things within our network or
Right.
people we're close to within network. But a key thing I would tell anyone who's trying to figure out how to get in touch with somebody is LinkedIn. Like LinkedIn is a huge tool. I think a lot of times we can focus so much on Instagram, and Instagram is great. But if you really want to find somebody, you really want to do business, you really want to connect, I really believe LinkedIn is the place you need to be because LinkedIn is an easy place where you can kind of figure out who are the key players at these companies. And then you can kind of really figure out from there is like, all right, how do I get in touch with them? And so even some more game or just like a gem I could share, like whoever you're trying to get in contact with, say you're trying to get in contact with somebody at the brand, you find out like, all right, such and such works in this position and I need to figure out how to contact them. Like you need to figure out what their email is. And so a lot of times you could do this where figure out whatever the domain is for the email and let's figure out a bunch of combinations. Maybe it's the first letter of their name and their last name. Maybe it's their first name, period, last name, then the domain. Kind of go through every possible way and send an email and really pitch it where I think we really got to understand at the end of the day, this is still like the art of business. And so like you really got to conduct yourself in a way of like, how do I present my product and my offering in a way where I'm getting in the door. And a lot of times, getting in the door isn't something that's always going to be easy, but you kind of have to have the fortitude to understand like, what am I going to do to figure it out? And so I think now more than ever, the tools are out here. We have the resources, and I think another key piece of it is always network. You never know who you may meet and who they may know, who they may be connected to. And so I think that's something I started to learn early on in my career, where you never know who you're meeting and like you know who they are, who they're connected to, or who they may grow to become, overnight. And so like you can't really treat people haphazardly, or treat people like they're disposable. Where you really have to give everyone a fair shot or a fair chance, and kind of like lead with humility and just like knowing that the person next to you may be the person who has the opportunity that you need down the road, where it's really about nurturing relationships where you can't really always just be so focused on like, oh, how can I get what I need, how can I be so transactional. And I think as a culture we've got to this place where like everyone's transactional, where it's so focused on how can I get what I need, or I need this from you, where it's not even at a place of like, how you doing, how's your day going, like what you really into, like it's just so focused on work and what you do at work and how what you do in work can help me out and I need help. And but it's just it gets lost in that, where like you really got to remember at the end of the day, people are human. And so just like you, these people could be going through things, having a rough day, or just kind of get to know them at a level that isn't surface, but where there's some type of relationship there.